Playoffs happen today, looking to make a final push. And, of course, there's the Kings, tied right now.
And, for the Pelicans, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Bagley in at the 5. And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Favors passes to Williamson. Holiday against Bielitsa. Feeds it to Favors. It's stolen by Bagley. Barnes outside. And it's Williamson with the rebound. And here are the Pelicans.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Sacramento moving it around. Bagley dishes to Barnes. Shot, high post. Pelicans with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's Favors. And it's off from three-point range. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. It's a 3-point game. Ingram against Bielitsa. Outside Holiday. Bagley with the rebound. The Kings have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside Holiday. Block at 6. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
Ball against Bogdanovich. He doesn't hit that one. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. The wide open look here for Holiday. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Here's Fox. Ball with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 4. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
And he sinks the second.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
Now, here's Bielitsa. Last time, 14 points for him. And that one's good, Barnes.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a while ago, Alvin Gentry and I were able to chat. We talked about their strategy for containing De'Aaron Fox, and Coach said he's at his best in the open floor. We got a retreat on the release, try to limit his chances out on the break. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The Pelicans have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, his teammates calling him the slender man. Brandon Ingram, not much more than 200 lbs, but adding strength has been a focus.
Both free throws good for Ingram. And with Brandon Ingram and his size, he could benefit from adding a few pounds.
Well, you know, his teammates call him Tiny Dog. Dog because of his determination. That's a positive thing. The tiny part in reference to his slight frame. Time to bulk it up, young fella. Weight room.
Now here's Williamson. 23 points for him the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And that was an absolute hammer. Williamson is downright lethal when you allow him to gain some momentum.
Here's Bielitsa. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. On the wing, Barnes. He's covered by Ingram. Pulls from the top of the key and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Hey, the jump shot of Barnes is money. Count it. I mean, he's got terrific, exquisite shooting form.
Ball no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now, here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain. He can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself, but everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
That one is off. And this late in the season, Clark, for non-playoff contending teams, really there's nothing to lose. The pressure is gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose.
And the second free throw, good. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans. Outside for Bagley. Offensive rebound, but they get it back. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. And the Kings making a change here. Heald's checked in. Outside, Fox. Bielitsa inside. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Ball. Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Hey, you got to give Ball credit, Kevin. I mean, he's very good at using his length to poke balls away.
Fox looking it over. Here's Barnes, and that one hits back iron.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pass the ball. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Fox has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Holiday finds Ball. Now Favors, guarded by Fox. Favors passes to Holiday. Back to Favors. It's stolen by Hield.
Hey, yo, right here.
Puts it up from 12. Pelicans with the rebound.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Ingram outside. There's the pass to Holiday. No good that time. Good D by Hield. Bagley with a wide open look. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Barnes. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. He's getting around 16 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
New Orleans has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Williamson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Now here's Bagley. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. They kick out to Hield. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Ball no good. The Kings trailing. Hield the pass to Bagley. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. In third, the Pelicans.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Giles checked in for Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Now here's Jackson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Outside, Redick fires for 3. That shot, no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And when and if you allow Parker to get to the basket, I mean, you risk seeing him punch it right in your mug. I mean, his athletic ability is deceptive, but it's real.
Hayes, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Joseph looking around. Bazemore for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Well, for New Orleans, shooting in this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Jackson with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And again, no good by New Orleans. Parker inside, working on Hayes. And the dunk by Parker.
Sky's the limit for Parker. I mean, just an incredible player who is a remarkable leader for this team, especially considering how young he is.
Here's Hart. Really had troubles in the loss to Sacramento. And it goes down 2 points.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Hield outside. Shoots over Redick. Pelicans with the rebound.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Jackson kicks to Hart. With the teardrop, that one's not going to go. So the Kings will take it the other way. Down low, here's Bazemore. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
The Kings shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
The free throw dropped for Bazemore. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively, be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
Now here's Heald. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. Passes to Bazemore. Shot clock at 6. The three ball. That one, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And Reddick kicks to Jackson. Outside, Reddick. Here's the three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
It's the main strength in Reddick's game, his three-point shot. Lethal. This guy is a laser.
I got him.
Joseph against Jackson. Outside, Joseph. Pass to Bazemore from past the arc. Pelicans with the rebound. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Heald outside. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Kings lead by 3.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Kings lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Pelicans trail by 3. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Heald make up the backcourt. Parker out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Holmes in at the center position. Jackson from long range. That shot is off. Kings leading now by 3. Outside, Joseph. This one for 3. They get the rebound. Holmes. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Okafor. Just 5 on the clock. Reddick inside the line. That one a little long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. And Okafor slams it in.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Get it going.
Joseph down low, covered by Okafor. Holmes passes to Parker. He kicks to Heel. And it's good on the assist by Parker. 6 points for Buddy Hield.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Here's Reddick. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint, the steal. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. The shot by Reddick, no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Now here's Hield. Jahlil Okafor unable to get his last shot to go.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Boy, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Sacramento making their last shot. That's tipped. Pulls up. And the Pelicans miss again. Kings leading now by 8. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Jackson misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now, here's Holmes. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Pelicans shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Jackson against Joseph. Jackson misses.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
And the shot goes in. Parker's got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings.
Muscle up. That's what Parker's telling those guys trying to defend him in the paint. He's really good at establishing his post position down low.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Clark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Sacramento shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Two.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Clark, last season we saw more of the global games series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, one in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines, and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt, about a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game and it's great for the fans in those countries.
Now here's Williamson. He's got 5. Misses off the left iron. Sacramento leading by 13. And he lobs it up. Okafor grabs the miss.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now, here's Fox. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Outside, Bogdanovich. That's tipped.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks.
Now here's Okafor. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Ball against Bogdanovich. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Outside, Fox. Outside, Bogdanovich.
Watch that.
Back to Fox. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Holmes, good.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. Kicks it to Ingram.
Right here.
Here's Williamson. He has 5. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And Holiday has it in the corner. And the dunk by Williamson.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Now, here's Bielitsa. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Holmes finds Bogdanovich. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Pelicans now. Pelicans trail by 12. Poked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Well, there are some big men having outstanding second halves of the season offensively. Here are the best among them. The 4th spot held by Zion Williamson.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Which is what makes that such an interesting collection of players for me. So much contrast in their methods, but success all around. It goes to show how many different ways there are to get it done in the post.
Poked away. Holiday surveying the floor. Back to Ball. No good that time, so the Kings will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. It's Bielitsa, and the 3 off target. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Down by 12. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And Zion is a ferocious competitor, someone who sticks with plays and devastates defenses with those putback jams.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 5 points in the game. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. Bagley, he's checked in for Sacramento. Giles comes in for Bielitsa. Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Giles. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Bogdanovich against Holiday. The pass to Hayes. The 3. The rebound by Giles.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now Fox. To the inside, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Now here's Barnes following the shot by Drew Holiday.
Don't get picked.
No shot.
Hey, yo, right
Fox against Ball.
here. Perimeter.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Lonzo Ball picks one up. Clark, how do you think great coaches go about making that connection with their players?
Well, it starts with being candid and holding the player accountable. Great players want to and need to be coached, and great coaches find a way to do that effectively for that individual and for the team.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And then for New Orleans, Derek Favors checked in for Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. And so he's able to get one of two.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now here's Ingram. The kick out to Holiday. Teardrop shot. Here's Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Fox, no good. Pelicans trail by 11.
Who got Holiday?
Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Redick.
Hey, yo, right here.
Back to Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here is Barnes. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Now here's Barnes. 9-point game. Lets the three fly. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Sacramento in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Alongside Coach Alvin Gentry. Alvin, what sorts of adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
Well, we just got to get ourselves organized. We got to get back. We got to take better shots. You know, the problem that we have is we're taking bad shots and they're running out on them. We just got to take good shots and we got to get back and get our defense set.
Best defense is offensive efficiency. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. They really did some damage in the second quarter, and as things started clicking for them, they were able to get out to a 9-point lead by halftime. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench was. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. 9-point game on the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5 down low. And for Sacramento, they're shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Bielitsa misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And going out of bounds, last touch by Barnes.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Ingram! Hey, come to me.
It's Ingram on the wing.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And the Pelicans miss again. Barnes dishes to Bogdanovich. Pass to Fox. He feeds it to Bagley. Favors with the rebound. Favors got 5 rebounds tonight. And stolen by Bielitsa. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Ball against Fox. Shoots. Jump shot is good. Fox has got 6 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And looking at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox, tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 14th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence, very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
So we can't get either to fall.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
With the tip.
And they get 1. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Kings leading now by 9. Outside, Fox. The kick out to Barnes. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
1 shot.
For Sacramento, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
One shot.
That free throw good from Bielitsa. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bagley in the post, working on Favors. Bagley with the bucket.
Gotta push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive, Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Shooting 1.
That free throw good from Williamson. And talking to stars in this league, Even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Bogdanovich got a hand on it.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
Ball with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Ball's knocked loose. Sacramento with the ball. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to Fox. Shoots over ball, and Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 8 points.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Fox continues to get better from the mid-range, just the way he wants to.
Ball against Bielitsa. Here's Favors. Great D that time from Bagley.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now Holiday following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Here's Favors, and the Pelicans miss again. And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Fox passes to Barnes. Misses the three.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead. And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's got 5. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. We've got a moment now to go to a rookie watch and find out who among the NBA's freshman class have been the hottest shooters. Zion Williamson on top.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
And what I like about him is he rarely pulls the trigger unless he has a quality look, an open look. And he's cagey and crafty in how he creates room for himself to get a shot off. Well, I love his offensive presence. A lot of poise he plays that end of the floor with.
Kings leading now by 11, stolen by Holiday. The dish to ball.
Ball.
Pass to Williamson, 6 to shoot.
Hey, come around. Put it back.
Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Up top, Bielitsa. Outside, Bogdanovich. Again, the miss by the Kings. Pelicans trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Screen.
And the pass to Hart. Now here's Williamson. D right on him. Bagley the pass to Bielitsa. Back to Bagley for the three. And that one is off. And New Orleans will come the other way. Out to the right wing. Ball, the bounce pass. Bielitsa against Holiday. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Holiday's got 14, so the Kings call timeout. They're first. A platoon swap here for Sacramento. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Fox.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Now, here's Bazemore. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Giles kicks to Heald, tipped away. To end the drought, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Heald. And Heald has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
No good on the second free throw.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Here's Hart. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Now, here's Joseph. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Heald outside. Shoots. Sacramento again missing. Pelicans trail by 10. Here's Hart. Good D by Heald. And for Sacramento, they're shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Spurs, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And that one misses.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
So he comes up empty at the line.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Jackson passes to Hart. Redick against Heald. Redick dishes to Jackson. Floats one, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul that goes against Sacramento. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 9 at the line.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And the first one at the line is good. Jackson hits both of them. Kings leading now by 8. Now here's Joseph. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Parker. And it's Melly with the rebound. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pelicans. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Kings now. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Healed against Reddick. Steps back and fires. And he overshot that one, missing.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Jackson.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Now, here's Parker. He has 6. For 3, it's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Sacramento making some changes. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Kent Bazemore, and De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Frank Jackson. Here's Fox. He's got 8, 4 on the clock. Pelicans pull it in. Hayes has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Healed against Reddick. Passes it to Hayes. Ingram outside. Pass to Hayes. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Fox has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Healed. 1:58 left to play here in the third. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Holmes throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And with that shot, the Kings' lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Maley. The Kings shooting terrible so far in the second half, down around 26%. And there's the pass to Fox. Bielitsa, he checks in for Sacramento. We've got 1:13 left here in the third quarter. Holmes kicks to Healed. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go. Off the left rim and out. Pelicans trail by 6. Ingram finds Reddick. The three-pointer no good. Here's Healed. 10 points for him. Passes it to Fox. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. High arcing shot. It's deflected. And here's the fast break. Ingram wide open. No good with the triple. Sacramento leading by 6. 17 seconds left in the third. Now Healed. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. Sinks the three-pointer. Bielitsa's got 4 this quarter. The third quarter comes to a close. It's Sacramento. They're up by 9. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Kings leading now by 9. Fox at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. Rashawn Holmes out there with Giles. And it's Bielitsa in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Here's Ball, and he converts the layup. Ball's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for New Orleans.
I tell you what, because of his size and ball skills and vision, he's a handful for any defense, Lonzo Ball. I mean, he's able to convert primarily because of his size and sneaky strength.
Now here's Heald.
Right there.
And here is Fox. Misses the step-back jump shot.
Even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now, Bielitsa. After Brandon Ingram missing on that last three-pointer. Back to Bielitsa. On the wing, Heald. Trains the three-pointer.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ball kicks to Okafor. Uncovered. That one rolling around and rims out. Outside, Fox. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Kings lead by 12.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
It's Ingram on the wing. He's covered by Bielitsa. Back to Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Can't hit from in close.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now here's Okafor. And the rejection by Holmes.
Pick coming.
Fox against Ball. Pass to Redick.
Screen.
Looking to end the run. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Ball, such a terrific passer. He seems to have a sixth sense, nice feel, which is hard to teach.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Sacramento making some changes. Bagley, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes, and it's Barnes in for Giles. New Orleans also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Williamson comes in for Hayes. And it's Drew Holiday in for J.J. Redick. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Ingram outside. Ball with it. Here's the teardrop, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Good utilization of his height and speed to get to the line that time. Ball showing you he's got the savvy to draw contact.
Two shots.
No good on the free throw.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
That one is no good. Kings leading now by 12. Healed outside. Outside, Fox. Back to Healed. Jacks up a three. Nailed from three-point land. Healed's got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Ball against Bielitsa. Ball no good. The Kings have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Barnes passes to Fox. Healed outside. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Favors dishes to Ingram.
Hold it.
He kicks it to Ball. Bagley with the block. On the wing, Barnes. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Barnes against Ingram. Knocked loose. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Bagley. It's good on the putback. And the Kings lead by 17. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Kings.
Defensively, they've played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Williamson with it. Bielitsa's there.
Drew.
Williamson kicks to Ingram.
Switch.
Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. And it's Fox with the rebound. Fox has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Heald. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Heald's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Ingram. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The second overall pick in 2016, a lot of expectations for Brandon Ingram. If anything, he puts that pressure on himself. This is a young man that wants to be great.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Ingram. And Clark, they say Brandon Ingram, his own biggest critic. Does all his frustration and worry become, you think, a hindrance?
I think it can be, guys. I mean, you can't weigh yourself down with self-frustration and self-criticism because it can keep you from being your best. At the end of the day, his talent is obvious. I think he's got tremendous upside, but that piece of the mentality that he brings has to be balanced out a bit.
Now here's Heald, and it's Ingram with the rebound. Kicks it to Ball. There's the triple. And the Pelicans get it back.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Now, here's Fox.
Get through.
From deep three-point range, Pelicans pull it in. Favors has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Heald against Holiday. 17-foot shot on the way. Sacramento leading by 17. Nobody near Barnes. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Barnes, one of the best catch-and-shoot guys around. Awesome at filling out the defense and then taking advantage of what's available.
Holiday, the pass to Favors. Ingram with it. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ingram's got 5 points in the quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Outside, Bagley. Heald against Holiday. Puts it up from 12. Here's Bagley. Off target from three-point range.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
And that one's good, Williamson.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. And they call an illegal screen here.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
Pelicans trail by 13. Dishes it to Ingram. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And really, guys, I can't put a ceiling on Ingram. I mean, with his length and his shooting stroke and work ethic, this is a guy who I think has the potential to be truly great.
Two.
And that one falls for Ingram. So he gets them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
The wide open look here for Fox. And nothing is falling for him right now. They push it up 4 on 3. And finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Stolen by Ball. By himself. And Ball slams it in.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt GA.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Healed outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Don't leave it. Holiday open.
Now here is Holiday.
No shot.
Offensive rebound. Here's Favors. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Kings leading now by 7. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Buddy Hield.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. Here's Barnes. Over Williamson. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Pelicans trail by 7. Outside Holiday. Offline with his 3.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Bagley, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And that's the thing about Bagley. Big, athletic, versatile, very hard to stop without fouling.
Shooting 2.
He gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And one of the youngest rookies when he came into the NBA, Bagley reclassified in high school so he could get to college a year early.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here. 1:36 left here in the fourth quarter. Hield against Holiday. And it's good for 2.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Now Hield.
Yo, set it up.
A pass to Fox. Fires the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Fox has got 11 in the second half.
Man, I tell you what, when Fox is making threes, he's hard to guard. That's a part of his game he's got to continue to work on.
Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Now, here's Fox. The floater and the rejection by Favors. Williamson dishes to Holiday. Favors inside. Defended by Bagley. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And, you know, after playing a year at Duke, Ingram is used to providing big baskets for his team. I mean, a dominating performer who comes up big in an effortless way in these moments.
Now here's Barnes. Six to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. Bullseye. And the Kings lead by 7.
Boy, the quick release of Barnes is really something to behold, Kevin. A knockdown mid-range shooter who strokes it with confidence.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're behind by 7. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
$11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ingram. Money!
Ingram not getting overtaken by the height of the moment. Nailing the shot in the face of the defense because his poise and composure is top level.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Joseph is a guy who's a proven champion and does whatever's asked of him, and that makes him a solid leader on this team.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 7. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And here's Ingram from the arc. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.